about this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Bobcats and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong, the Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the App State Mountaineers kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bobcats offense will take the field first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game...
Here's a little room there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? There he goes. Got enough for the first. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. And the Bobcats are marching down the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the catch. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Jones. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He now has 53 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. The Bobcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a man. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
A first down run on the doorstep. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. The Mountaineers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. With the catch, it's Lewis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. Walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Got it behind the line. It's Villa. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next. They do the same thing here, or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh. Had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move sticks. He's up to 73 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
To the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's White. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Right on the money. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got his man to the left. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but here's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got it. And he's knocked down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have any touchdown Bobcats? Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
MR-FERN set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
Going to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Touchdown, App State. Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. It's on target and complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll pitch it. Finding some room. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Webb. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Singleton. Plucks it out of the air. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Looking to throw on third. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. And off to Jones. On the move at the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
He'll bring it out. It's Webb. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get us.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Firing to the right, complete. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Woods. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense
Snags it, and there's running room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those
makes the grab in their space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Now they'll try the right side. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. And off to Jones. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And the Bobcats will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it at the 15. He gets a block. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a first down. They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running inside, it's Lewis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man, it's Singleton. Bringing the heat. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The run inside. It's Jones. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right slot.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. He wants a big play here late. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Running inside, it's Jones. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw and not much time to work with.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And, man, I love safeties that play with great vision in the back end, right? They're the safety for a reason. They're the back line of defense 99% of the time, and I love how he sees the ball, he breaks on it. This defense, they have an opportunity to finish this game. They've played well all game long. Now finish the deal.
Rushes on him. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and falls incomplete.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.